Well, technical difficulties, kids, right off the bat. And of course, there has to be ways to figure things out because goodness Lord, you no matter how much you prepare for a show, sometimes, just sometimes, technology doesn't work. So welcome to the Retro Cartoon Rewatch. It is I, Damian G, with Hoekage, aka Shane, aka my ride or die, aka my boy. But typically I take cartoons from the 70s to the 2000s. I watch them back in real time. We let you know whether or not they suck, and more often than not, they do. I did not do any special intro today just because I wanted to strike while the mood struck me to actually do an episode of the Retro Cartoon Rewatch. So before we jump into it, let me just get into really quickly some housekeeping. You don't even know this, Hoekage, so this is actually the first announcement.
Oh boy.
After we are done with Team 4-Star, unless I have a paid request, I am ceasing the Retro Cartoon Rewatch.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we are after 3.5 years. We are ending it unless there's an upswell and wanting to see it, wanting to pay for the content. And I hate to do that, but I've been doing this show on and off for about 3.5 years now. We started it during COVID, or at least I started during COVID. I was doing other types of content during COVID, and what wound up happening was this kind of stuck. And which is fine because you want to be able to do things you're passionate about, XYZ. But for me, this became, it wasn't a labor of love anymore. It was more of a labor of like, do I really want to keep doing this? Because the draw for me wasn't worth it after a while. So I'm still debating, but I'm 90% sure that I'm going to cancel the show or at least put it on a long hiatus after we are done reacting to Team 4-Star, Dragonball Z Abridged. So from here on in, guys and gals, the Retro Cartoon Rewatch will strictly be reacting to a Dragon Ball Abridged by Team 4-Star. Good news, kids, we didn't get copyright struck the first time we did this on
Let's
YouTube.
go.
Thank you very much. But that's just the number one announcement. That's the first announcement. Number two, I will be switching content gears and then we'll be focusing strictly on film and show reviews, independent of Big Gold Belt Media. I have a fledgling channel here called Damien G Reviews. Typically, I take my reviews, cut them up, and then you can go over to Big Gold Belt. But I will be uploading my own separate reviews independent of the channel. So I will be dedicating more time to that. So those are the two major announcements. I just want to let everybody know. This doesn't mean I stop streaming. This doesn't mean I stop doing content and I hate that phrasing. I hate the phrasing of content. Like I am a broadcaster. That's my job. That's what I do. I'm a critic. I don't like to call myself a content creator because it sounds so fucking lame to call yourself a content creator. So that's what we're going to switch back to. So yeah, I didn't even tell Hoekage before we came on, but that is however long it takes us to finish TFS, including the movies. So we'll do the movies as well. We're done after that, or at least I'm done. I might just give Hoekage the reins and he can do it himself because he's watched enough cartoons and he's followed the show long enough that maybe he can pick up the mantle as I get him ready to go on his own potential broadcasting career. But without further ado, TFS, we left off on Dragon Ball Z Abridged on episode 14. The boys are back in town, aka Krillin and Gohan are on Namek, and they've just ran into Dodoria and Zarbon and Frieza. And last we saw, they were tormenting. Hold on one second. See, technical difficulties. They were tormenting the Namekians. They snapped Eldamori's neck. They killed Dende's brother, I believe.
Yeah,
that was his brother.
cargo.
Cargo shorts. And we got the Breeze family and we got the Shorts family. So that's where we're at right now. So I forgot what episode this is because I think a good chunk of you know. I am obsessed with episodes 19, 20, and now I'm back on the Android saga. When I need to pick me up. So, and you'll appreciate this. Because of this show, I am able to find certain songs on the original Dragon Ball soundtrack where the tracks are called M805, D207, like a damn droid from Star Wars. But I have an obsessive, I need to find things. And when there's a song that I hear, even if it's 10 seconds long and it sticks with me, I gotta find the damn song. And I give TFS a lot of credit, and I give DBZA a lot of credit for being able to allow me to find random songs from the Dragon Ball universe. So thanks.
Thank
Well,
you,
without
TFS.
further ado, TFS. Oh, duh, muted.
Incredibly lucky. I already set the coordinates for Namek, but you.
Oh,
Where
this
did you
bit.
get that muffin?
Muffin button?
But I never installed.
Say what?
I was just talking about how I love this bit, the actual muffin button bit. This is where it starts.
Yes. This is where it starts. Well, no, the muffin button bit started before he took off from Earth, where
True.
he said, "Where's the muffin button?"
That is true, but this is where it's just like, where'd you get that muffin? Muffin button?
Right.
What?
Muffin button. Whenever he does something random, radically, it's like, how'd you do that, muffin button? Don't say muffin button, but it is. There's science and stuff. Again, TFS, Team 4-Star, man. Thank you so much for these memories, man. Because now and Hoekage knows this. We literally will hang out and quote the damn show for half the day that we're hanging out, and it's ridiculous, but fun nonetheless.
Yeah.
It's fun nonetheless. So yeah, muffin button.
Hold a muffin button.
Then where did I get this muffin?
Listen,
That's a good question.
very close, Goku.
Did you see Oolong's face like, huh?
Then where did I get this muffin?
Listen, very close.
Eh? Look at Poir. Look at
They're in awestruck of
Huh?
like, how the hell did he get that goddamn muffin?
How the fuck are you this stupid? It's like this kid is was the strongest kid. And it's a young adult, and he's fucking stupid.
Close, Goku. Whatever you do, don't fool with the gravity controls. It goes up to 100 times Earth's normal gravity.
So what you're saying is, if I turn up the gravity, then I can get stronger.
No, what I'm
Yes.
saying is it will crush your bones. The detrimental effects could be catastrophic. You may never walk again.
Bored now. Gotta train. Bye-bye.
That's me. Okay, you know what? That's me. And my coworkers hate this about me. You know, especially my female friends and girlfriends of the past. Land the plane. Land the plane and get to the point. Like, bored now. And I don't even blame my ADHD. I just blame the fact that I'm just like, dude, you're fucking boring. Get to the point. Land the plane. Or in this case,
Yeah.
land the capsule.
Land the ship.
Land the ship. Muffin button.
Goku,
Muffin.
wait!
I like his mustache.
Didn't even notice his mustache. Just saw the cigarette hanging out of his mouth. Oh, this Hoekage. I was out on Saturday with Chris, and we were kind of bar hopping. And
And you didn't
he's never
invite
seen an
me?
episode of TFS, but I blurted. I didn't know you wanted to go to Fort Worth.
Okay, yeah, never mind.
Exactly. Yeah, no, he came and got me, and we went down to Fort Worth. But he's never seen TFS. But somewhere, someone was mentioning TFS and Frieza, and then I just blurred out, I really want to punch that Freezer guy. And the person turned around and said, Team 4-Star? I went, you know it. And Chris is just looking confused.
Oh, I really wish I joined y'all, because I would have loved to see that stuff in the wild. Just like you overhear somebody just quoting that, and you just jump in.
Like,
it's like, new best friend? New best friend.
like, did I hear you right? Yes, I did quote TFS. Thank you. I did quote Dragon Ball Z Abridged. Yes, I did. Because you'll hear Goku say, he really wants to punch that Freezer guy.
Are you all right over there?
Yeah. Little bastards just hit me out of nowhere.
Oh, trust me, I know what it's like to take a hard one to the face.
So let's preface this. Again, 15 years old, right? Minimum.
Very.
This is 15
Yes.
years old. So the innuendos and the repartee, I'll say, is very dated. And TFS has said it. This is very dated. Zarbon's meant to be flamboyant because that's how they created the character in Dragon Ball Z. I mean, he's wearing leggings, for goodness sake.
Leggings
So,
and like long
they played. They steered into the skin.
Yeah.
Steering, and he's got the little whatever this is.
I feel like
Good to
it's like
see you're
some
still
weird
conscious,
version of like a
dog.
tiara.
Yeah, well, I know in certain. Well, I have seen women who belly dance actually put something like that on their forehead. So, Toriyama.
Warrior. Oh, and just so you know, it's not a big deal or anything. You might want to get right onto this one, but they're getting away, you fat bastard!
I love how Frieza's over here like, well, I don't want to bother you, but they're getting fucking away. Go get the fucking thing.
Yeah. Which, by the way, I wanted to mention this earlier, but we were just like headlong into the last few episodes. But episode 13, no, episode 14 was probably like the best introduction to Frieza that we have ever gotten, specifically for Team 4-Star, because he is menacing, he's evil, but at the same time, he has that like campy, goofy attitude because he's enjoying being evil. And the way that they just write him throughout the entire series is so good. Outside of the Ginyus, he's my favorite character in the entire series.
Okay, I could see that because yes, and during this, he even mentions how he's just. Well, no, it was in Abridged High. He goes, "I'm Space Napoleon Hitler," so he's meant to be that dude, just evil for the sake of being evil. My question is, well, no, this has been debunked, or at least confirmed. Cooler, Frieza's brother, for those that don't know, apparently pays his men.
Yeah.
Frieza doesn't pay his men, apparently. So I guess they just get to live?
Yeah, so Cooler, he's evil, but at the same time, he's more of just like, I'm trying to get shit done. The faster you get this shit done, the faster you get paid. Frieza's like, you serve under me. If you refuse me, I'm gonna kill you. You don't do your job right, I'm gonna kill you.
I'm gonna kill you.
If you do your job right, you get to live. You don't worry. You don't get paid. You just get to live.
I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill. And that's something that that Vegeta says a lot. He's like, I'll kill him. I'm gonna kill him.
Gonna lie, Gohan, not your brightest move.
Oh, come on, Krillin. We have a 2-mile lead on him. Factoring in our speed and velocity and his mass, there's no way he should be able to catch up.
Well, look who's wrong.
They're going for Krillin.
wait a minute, hold on. Dende's been unconscious this entire time?
Why would, unless he got knocked out whenever Krillin dropped him, because he's been
But-
conscious the entire time. But
But
that's
he
a
didn't
good
drop
point.
him yet. He didn't hit his head. What, the velocity killed him?
I have no idea.
Hmm?
No, you don't.
For instance, that song that just played, I guarantee you I can find that song. It's probably M812 or something.
How do you think Dodoria is doing up there?
We're
Yeah.
talking about one of my finest soldiers. There's no way that they'll escape Dodoria's grasp.
Damn it!
But
Incidental.
what if they have any tricks up their sleeves?
Come now, Zarbon. We both know Dodoria would never let them out of sight.
Solar flare! God damn it!
Still, sir, we have
And we know what was back there. I'm not going to stop it frame by frame and show it.
Yeah.
I think it was Frieza in a bikini. Don't want to see that. Don't need to see that. Keep it moving.
Yeah. So real quick, the bit there that people who aren't aware, the solar flare, it's supposed to like blind you, but in
Yes.
TFS's version, whenever they do it, they sneak one frame of a cursed image that makes you wish that you were blind.
Yep. And typically it's Frieza either in a bathing suit, and then there's a couple. I know there's one where Lanny's dressed in drag.
Yes,
Where
that's
one of
in
the creators is
that's in the Kai
commentary.
version of this one.
you have to remember that Vegeta is on the planet.
Oh, please. Like
Oh,
Vegeta could even
please.
lay a hand on Dodoria.
The Doria.
Sup, Bubblegum?
Vegeta, you got some serious balls to get the drop on me.
Funny you should mention that. I just happened to be looking for a set.
Oh, no.
Well, look at you, Veggie.
Hmm.
All grown up and out on your own, trying to move up in the world.
And look at you, packing away more bacon than Hormel.
Very funny. But you won't be laughing when Frieza finds your scrawny ass.
So, if you've watched the original Dragon Ball Z, the voice actor for Dodoria was not my favorite, or at least the performance was not my favorite.
Hmm.
The fact that they made him with a southern twang here, like kind of a heavy southern twang, not to the point of Android 13, obviously, but America sounding, I drive a truck, essentially. Dodoria sounds like he drives a truck, a Ford F-150 to be exact. So I like that portrayal. But and this is something I'll zoom in on us for right quick. Hold on one second. So everybody, real quick. And I know I'm completely rusty. Forgive me. It's been 2 weeks or so since we last did this. There are times when I'm watching this and I'm thinking to myself, holy shit, this isn't canon. This isn't canon, but in my head canon, some of this is canon.
Absolutely.
Like the voices, for instance, the voice portrayals. Because you've talked about this, where even Funimation had to find their way with the characters on DBZ. Some unsuccessfully. Like, for instance, Rakum's voice. And we'll get to the Ginyu Force in a couple of episodes. But Rakum's voice in the original sounds like he's missing a few brain cells and he's just a big, dumb lunkhead. Where here, he's been made out to be a professional wrestler in cadence and attitude, which I thought was a great switch up. When you get to the Android saga, Android 16 apparently is the heart and soul of season 3, and apparently is Kaiser's favorite character.
I mean, for good reason. We'll talk about them whenever we get to the Android saga, but
yeah.
But
just sometimes you think certain things are canon to the original Dragon Ball Z, which I understand why at first Toriyama didn't like this project, because he thought maybe in his culture, parodies are a sign of disrespect. But since they weren't at the time making money off the product, right? They were just getting money as like a Patreon. So that's different to do more projects. You know, you can't get sued for that. That's
Yeah.
why in the beginning it says this is a non-profit fan-based parody. Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball, Kira Toriyama, Toei Entertainment, yada yada yada. Fuji TV. That's why they can't get sued. I mean, they were sued early on, but they can't be sued anymore because they put that disclaimer up. And neither can we. So, ha. Uh-huh.
I don't have a video up.
Okay. Say what?
I don't have the video up.
Oh, my bad. Doi. See, I forget sometimes. I'm rusty, man. Forgive me. I am rusty.
It's been 2 weeks.
Now you're as blind as the rest of us.
Not quite. See, while I was on Earth, I learned a new trick. I can sense energy.
How the hell did you do that?
Oh.
Wait a minute.
That's a better
I get it
explanation
now.
than what the original show
Bastards
gave
I was
us.
chasing were Earthlings. You sent them to lure me away from Frieza.
What did the original show give us?
It's just, oh, I just learned it from by watching them. It's like, I mean, yes, kind of, but it's not exactly a good explanation of just, oh, because I fought with them on Earth and I saw how they were doing it. I picked that up pretty quickly. I mean, it is kind of a decent explanation, but at the same time,
Osmosis.
yeah, osmosis. But at the same time, Saiyans don't typically. Okay, well, actually, I just disproved everything because Goku learns
Yes, you
his
did.
techniques through osmosis. Never mind.
Muffin button. Or in this
Muffin
case,
button.
muffin button.
I'm sorry, but at this point, all I hear is, hit me, Vegeta. Please kill me. God.
That's another line because of you. I can't stop saying when I'm around on the bus, like blah blah blah, Prince of all Saiyans, blah blah blah, my pride, blah blah blah, mustache,
blah blah blah. Super Saiyan. Blah blah blah.
What this armor makes me look fat. Perfect. Not little prick. I am in Dugong. Daisy.
For those that don't know, Dugong is a Pokemon. It is a seal type Pokemon. Apparently, it's ice based. Where never mind, that's Poke. I won't even get into Pokemon lore because I go all the way back to its inception. Don't get me started on G1 of Pokemon. Okay?
Yeah,
No.
you're way more versed in Pokemon than I am.
And I stopped at the second generation. I don't know where y'all went after that. After the first movie, which I attended with my brother when it first came out as the only people without children at this fucking movie theater.
Where are your kids? The kids are right here, man.
I am the kid. Thankfully, the women that were there with their children understood that we weren't fucking creepers. Well, at least in 1997, or whenever it came out, I think I was 18, 19 at the time. So I was still considered a quote unquote young enough to be there, so to speak. But thankfully, the women who were in on the joke, they were just like, oh, y'all like Pokemon? Yeah, we like Pokemon. And what? Now I'm like, you'll never catch me watching a Pokemon movie in the theaters. I'll watch it at home. I ain't watching no theater. I don't need that karma to follow me around.
Yeah, me either.
Any last words before
Say what?
I just said, yeah, me either. I don't need that kind of karma following me either.
Well, if I bring you to the movies, I can get away with it because I'm like, I'm with my nephew. Like, yeah. And you still look young enough where you can be called a kid by some people. So
just got to lose the beard.
Yeah. I debated taking mine off this past weekend, but as my friend says, if you do that, you will look like a fetus. Please don't do that. I went, oh, okay.
It's the main reason why I have never shaved mine fully off. I just trim it.
I understand.
I take you apart like a pink potato head?
Wait, I can tell you what really happened to your planet.
You mean that Frieza blew it up?
No, that Frieza blew it up.
Yeah.
Really should have told Frieza to keep off the Twitter.
Not just Twitter, space Twitter. He
Back before
has-
it looked like shit
Let
too.
me see. Frieza was on. Well, this is the original Twitter, like way back in the day when it first started.
That's what I'm
So
saying.
It was almost like a bootleg MySpace. LOL, blued up, filthy monkey planet. What's this? Oh, the Canasas. Okay. And yeah, Frieza Planet 419. Nobody ever goes to Frieza
Hang
Planet
on.
419.
Who's okay, so he has his dad's following him, Cooler's following him, and Team 4-Star. Who's that third one? Is that supposed to be Akira Toriyama?
You know what? Let me see. Can I zoom in? Oh shit.
Oops.
I don't think I can zoom in anymore.
I'm just gonna assume it's Toriyama.
I don't think it's Toriyama.
That's my headcanon.
Okay, in your head canon is Toriyama, but for me, it doesn't look like Toriyama.
Please, don't kill me. I beg you, don't kill me.
Blah blah blah
Look
blah.
at you, Dodoria. You're always so damn proud. And now here
Pride.
you are, crying like a woman.
So in this version, right? In this
Dodoria,
version,
Dodoria is not a man in this version. Dodoria
is
is
a
a woman.
woman, and yeah, yeah.
What?
I said I am a woman.
What? Well, good thing I was.
Again, 15 years ago.
Yep.
That's the explanation I got for you. 15 years ago.
there to get us out of that one.
Well, yeah, but why didn't you use your
Man, you're right. You said this last time. They did Gohan so dirty, man. I get they were trying to go with the Three Stooges on purpose, I believe, but y'all did him so dirty, man. And if Chi-Chi doesn't want him fighting, why does she wash his gi?
That is a good question.
Because he's not doing his own laundry. Because Goku just drops his laundry on his wife's feet and says, "Wash my gi." And then she cooks his dinner and lives in his house, and she does the grocery shopping while he's either dead or training.
Or
Yeah.
maybe, hear me out, this is a theory, because this Gohan is smart enough to do his own laundry, he did it in secret. And he did it because he wanted to honor Piccolo.
Because Piccolo is now dead. Yes.
Yes,
At this time, yes, Piccolo's dead.
that's my theory.
That's a good theory. Also, I want to take note of the animation here. We said this before, but original Dragon Ball Z, like the early episodes, season 1, 2, Saiyan Saga, the saga, there's no muscle definition on Gohan yet, or even Krillin for
yet.
that matter. But when we get to the Android Saga, yeah, everyone's jacked in the Android Saga. Everybody's jacked in the Android Saga.
It comes to it, like, whenever it
He ends
first,
up-
Hey, look,
like,
I even
comes
saved this
up,
thing. Can you
specifically
fly,
in
little
this
guy?
arc,
My name
is whenever
Dende.
we get the first transformation of Super Saiyan for Goku. That's whenever it like really
Yes.
shows up.
Yes.
That insane definition.
Yeah, when the muscles pop. Mm-hmm.
But then it stays like that
And I
throughout the
don't
entire
know if that's a good thing. I didn't know if that was a good thing. Like, if you look at his original, and I get it, evolution, you need to change, keep things fresh, understandable. But it's the problem also, and we're talking about an anime that was around in the late 80s, right? So
Yeah.
It's not as if I'm talking now, currently. It's like the problem with Resident Evil when you had Chris in the first one where he was just a normal tactical guy.
Mhm.
Leon in the second one, a rookie riot cop, right? A rookie cop. Somewhere along the line, Chris Redfield got so jacked where he could take on people in Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
outside of Hagar, he is probably like the biggest built like human in that entire
Yes.
game series.
Yes. You know
And
how
that-
we discuss. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I'm just saying, but like that just to show like sometimes muscle definition for certain characters should probably just stay like minimalistic and not
Agreed.
over like oversized everything, just to show outside of just character growth, just show them that hey, they got stronger. You can show
Yeah.
that by how tactful and skillful they are in their own fighting styles. You don't have to physically show that by just making them like bodybuilders.
No. And a lot of cartoons and games, for that matter, fall in this trope because who was it? What was I watching? I was watching the original Fatal Fury anime, right? I don't know if you've seen it, but the original Fatal Fury game had an anime, a 3-part anime. It was based on the games. Fatal Fury 1, Fatal Fury 2. If you look at the animation from the first one all the way to the third one, everybody's jacked. Everybody's ripped. Everybody looks like they can bench press. Even the female characters look like they can bench press 450. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but just at what point, and even in the games too, right? Remember, the original Street Fighter 2, Ryu was lean. He was a lean, mean fighting machine, right?
Yeah.
Ryu and Ken. All of a sudden, they all took steroids. All of them.
It's I think the worst version of them for that type of like build is Street Fighter 4, where they are just stupidly jacked.
Stupidly jacked. Like they all took the super soldier serum. I think that's the easiest way for me to describe it.
Yeah.
It's as if they all took the super soldier serum and everybody became Captain America.
And yes, we all learn when we are children.
You know, you should probably stick with us.
Considering it is either that or going back to meet the same fate as my brother and father.
So Elder Mori is his father.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Remember, we had this talk. We had this talk last time. Is Mori his dad? And since the only people we saw, and if you really want to be technical, yes, there were other Namekians that were killed in that village. So maybe Elder Mori isn't his father. But
well, you could say because of how we know they reproduce. Elder Mori, they reproduce asexually by shooting out eggs. Elder Mori is the father of all the Namekians in that village. You could technically say that.
You could. And Guru is potentially the father of all the Namekians on planet Namek.
That's scary.
Yeah. Nail. Anyway, we'll get to that. Dende, nail. Why are you back? Anyway.
I am weighing my options.
I like you. I'm gonna call you Little Green.
My name is Dende.
Come on, Little Green. Let's go introduce you to Bulma.
And that's why I was considered the most beautiful and fertile woman on my home planet.
How do you feel about that? About this change to the character?
I think it's funny. And the fact that they just use it because they don't use much of Dodoria later on because he bites the dust here.
Right. Right.
But one thing that I wish they had, if they were to keep this joke, like, I mean, they kind of do continue the joke, especially in Hiffle, because
yes,
that's where they are. But we technically first see Dodoria for TFS way back in the episode of Bardock's Special. And back whenever they were filming that, TFS, they had Dodoria on screen, but they didn't change Dodoria into a girl yet. They still had Dodoria as a guy.
Right.
So they didn't have that ongoing joke. But I think at the commentaries, they said that they were like, he transitioned into a female. But you can't tell.
No, okay. I did not see that part. I didn't know. I thought she, in this case, was just born a woman in this universe, but apparently they're trans. So cool.
Yeah. But other than that, I think the joke,
Before-
it's funny for what it is.
Yeah.
Frieza blew it up.
He tends to do that. Also,
So now you know the truth, Vegeta.
yes, I do. And now I'm going to start repressing the truth. And the first step
Sounds like me.
is killing you.
Pressing the
You
truth.
and I, we could team up against Frieza, rule the universe as husband.
Oh my God. Who did he just sound? Who does she sound like right now?
You're gonna have to rewind it because I gotta hear it again.
And wife.
Repressing in 5, 4, 3,
Come on.
1. Repressing in 5.
You and I, we could team up against Frieza, rule the universe as husband.
Who did he sound? Who did she sound like? I keep getting it wrong. Who did she sound like just now?
I don't know. I can't pin the voice. I don't know who she reminds you of.
She sounds like Mr. Satan.
Yeah. Now I hear it. It's a bunch of smoke and mirrors.
Repressing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Repressed.
And repressed.
Krillin, that's the
Okay, I
cave.
don't know what is
Hey,
up with
Bulma!
my stream today. I apologize. But no, I do not condone repressing of emotions, ladies and gents. That's not my thing. As someone who works in the mental health field, I do not condone repressing of things, but I understand why Vegeta did it here. He's a bad man. And you get that joke. He's a bad man. A very bad man.
A very
sure.
bad man.
Clean up in there. We have guests.
I do not think I want to go in there.
Oh, don't worry. That's just Bulma.
I do not know what this Bulma is, but it sounds needy.
Hey, Bulma, open up.
Ha ha, sexist joke. Ha ha, point and laugh.
Completely forgot. Oh, because she's needy?
Yeah. That's the sexist joke.
Okay. I didn't know where you were going with this. Got it.
No, that's
If it
sorry.
isn't Mr. Super Soaker himself. What happened? Got tired of abandoning me and found something else to abandon?
Bulma, you're scaring little green.
I am still weighing my options.
Oh, by the way, my dad called earlier. He says Goku's on his way here. And he'll be here in 6 days.
Oh
no. Well,
Look at Gohan. Look at the way they drew Gohan here.
He's so cheery.
Yay. He's like, yay.
Like,
And-
yay,
and Krillin-
Dad's on his
Krillin's just
way.
depressed. Krillin just
Keeps
looks
up
sad.
Dende. Dende is just in fear. Just like, oh God, what have I gotten myself into?
Got it. If you've lived on your planet and you've never seen anyone but Nameks before, Namekians, and then you got space aliens, other aliens from other planets showing up, and now you got humans, which you've never seen a day in your life. Yeah. And she's yelling at you. I would be annoyed too. I'd be a little fearful for my life as well.
Yeah.
So I get it, Dende. I get it.
I took out that life insurance policy.
Mr. Gohan, those things on that person's chest, what are they?
Oh, Bulma? Those are breasts.
They look lovely. I wish to nestle between them.
You and every
dropped
single man
this
in the
joke.
world.
They dropped this joke.
When did they drop it? Just now?
Remember, no, they forget this because what do they do to Dende in season 3? He's
Right.
obsessed with Gohan.
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot
So-
about that.
They did a complete 180.
Are just adorable.
Oh, no, Ginyu, we won't need any assistance. We have this all under control.
Lord Frieza, I wish to enter.
Oh, pardon me, I have to take this. Ta-ta! What is it, Zarbon?
What was in the lower corner?
Well, sir, the scout
was
has
him.
reported back.
Okay.
Good, so Dodoria has eliminated those pests then.
Well, that's just it.
He's dead.
It turns out she's dead.
She's dead.
The f***?
We hear that a lot in this series. The fuck?
The fuck?
Now, before I start training, I need the right music to train to.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Yay!
Of all the songs Goku could have picked, he picked that one.
From
Thanks,
Lazy
Goku.
Town, a kids' TV show that I grew up watching.
I didn't even know what that is.
Parody. Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, and Dragon Ball GT are all owned by Funimation,
Dog,
Toei Animation, Fuji
You
TV,
don't
and
want to
Akira
watch
Toriyama.
it.
Please
You
support the official
don't want
release.
to watch it.
And that's the story of the great drought.
Hey, look!
Did you catch that first part, what they said?
And that's the story of the great droughts. Yeah, it's sowing the seeds.
You didn't catch that. Thank you. It's mentioned a couple of times. Yeah, okay, thank you. You caught that.
Yeah.
See, little things where you're like, there's a callback to that. It may not be funny, but there's a callback to that.
A visitor! Oh boy, we love visitors!
How? How do you? Never mind. Just watch the show, Damon. Jesus Christ.
Now, don't crowd the young man. Why, hello.
He does
good
look like a
fellow.
Dr. Seuss character. Like,
Yeah, especially with
looks like
those.
the Dr. Seuss character.
Yeah, with the small eyes, the plump cheeks. Yeah.
And the way, this rounded, exactly. It's like I was gonna say a Snorlax, the Lorax, not the Snorlax. I am all over the place today, man. Gee whiz. I am
Just
all over the place today.
Slap a giant yellow mustache on that, and you have the Namekian Lorax.
The Norax from Namek. The Norax.
Welcome to our fine village.
He even sounds like a Dr. Seuss special. Do.
Oh my god.
Like you're not from around here. You have to be careful. Word through the grapevine has it that some unruly characters have been going around and attacking our villages. By the way, would you like to see our Dragon Ball? It's our prized possession.
And it happens to be the 4-star ball.
Coincidence? I think not.
On this planet. So
I thought.
Well, life sure has a way of working itself out. I find Kui, I kill Kui. I find Dodoria, I kill Dodoria. I find this Dragon Ball, I take this Dragon Ball. Let's see what else I can find. Sweet crap! Did you feel that, Gohan?
Yeah, but
Sweet crap.
maybe we shouldn't.
Man, Vegeta just ended that village!
Krillin, seriously,
I
you.
don't even think he needed to kill him either! They didn't even put up a fight!
Krillin!
What?
Krillin, too soon.
Oh, cripes,
Such an
Hey,
insensitive
listen,
asshole.
they
And
may
does
be
not
dead
know how
now,
to read the room.
they've all gone to a better place.
Hiffle.
Heaven, where everyone has their own little house and everything is wonderful and we all get along and there's puppies and kitties and
This sounds
Bitch.
totally asinine.
it totally is.
Hey, guys, I think I might have an idea. Frieza and Vegeta need all 7 Dragon Balls, right? So, what if we
So?
just found one and hid it away? Then neither.
But we also need someone who can help us out. Little Green,
Dende,
do you know anyone on this planet who might be able to do that?
I know of one person. He is called the leader of our people,
Oh,
the eldest
boy.
Namek. It is said long ago, when our planet faced a great
the
drought,
great
he led our
drought.
people through the peril. It is said that it was terrifying.
The drought?
No,
Well, Gohan, looks like this is our only choice. Stay here and protect Bulma.
Oh, now you care.
I'm gonna follow Little Green to meet this eldest Namek guy. He sounds like he's our last hope.
Please do not make jokes.
Frieza seems increasingly frustrated. I best find Vegeta quickly.
You know, Zarbon, I'm starting to think my people don't understand what I pay them for.
You don't pay us.
Allow them
See, boom, confirmed. He doesn't pay his people. Confirmed.
to live for. I mean, first we lose, what was his name?
Kiwi.
Kiwi. Then we lose all of our scouters, and now if it goes any further south, we're going to hit Space Mexico.
What would you want me to do, Lord Frieza?
So now we know there's a Space Mexico. We find out there's a Space Australia. So same country, same states, just put space in front of it.
Go Space Broncos.
Well, what I want you to do is pull up your frilly stockings, tighten your...
Say what?
Go Space Broncos.
Go Space Broncos.
Your thong and stop being such a
pansy! Vegeta, how dare you ram into me while I'm thinking about Lord Frieza and my thong?
Yeah, just go.
Okay. Again, 15 years ago, we're just going to let that tap dance over that way.
Yeah.
Let it
And
tap dance.
the fact that
Don't ignore
he's
that.
making these innuendos and the joke is that he's not aware of them. How are you not aware of that one? Like, it's like, that's probably like the most biggest innuendo that he has ever dropped. Like that I can think of in this entire series, and he doesn't make a single comment at it.
Not a one.
Like I get that's the joke, but still.
Not a one, sir. Not a one.
One entirely.
But it is a good thing I found you, Vegeta. Now are you going to come quietly? Or do
Pause.
I have to make you scream?
Oh, you mean like Dodoria?
Oh, please. Never send a woman to do a man's job. Where is he?
Face down with another man beating your ass. Is it Wednesday already, Zarbon?
Man, again, 15 years ago.
Yeah. But he gets his comeuppance, so it's fine.
It's fine. But 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Very cute, Vegeta. But you have no idea what you're getting into.
Ha! You have got to be kidding! I may have lost to those fools on Earth, but since I got here, I've done nothing but slaughter you cretins! First Qui, then Dodoria. I'm 2 for 3, and I'm back on top.
Well, Vegeta, I hope you've enjoyed being on top, because I'm about to put you back on the bottom, where you belong. You see, I've been hiding another side of myself.
Where in the closet?
Now prepare
Damn.
yourself
So
for
many
the
innuendos.
beast within. I should warn you, though, this form is entirely different from me in every way. I'm a rape, you bitch!
To be perfectly honest, you're not that different. You're just a lot less subtle about it. Oh my god!
So I want to preface that line, inappropriate now,
Very.
but 15 years ago. 15 years ago. And I'm not going to repeat it if you missed it. And why does he look extra eggy right here? Looks like a big old egg. Just round.
It's just a weird transformation.
Say what?
It's just a very weird transformation. Like I understand it's supposed to like introduce the audience of like, I mean, we already got introduced to transformations with Vegeta, but
yeah,
even these villains can transform.
Correct.
Why do they have to look like this?
Toriyama. Whenever I reach a point where I just have, I'm just confused, I'm just going to say Toriyama.
Fair enough.
Point! Sword! Apples!
Now, I don't know if you've ever headbutt anybody before. I have. It's not something you want to do regularly because that's why I have a scar in my skull way back in the day. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, there's like a big old scar right here in the front of my skull. Don't headbutt people, kids. Don't do what you see in wrestling on TV. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Only do it as a last resort whenever you're trying to defend yourself.
Hey, Little Green, do you believe in
Correct.
karma?
What is that?
Well, you see, karma is where if you do something good, something good happens to you. And if you do something bad, something bad happens to you.
So, if I am good enough, then I can have my family back.
Are you still on about that?
You could just wish them back with the Dragon Balls. Oop. Well, yeah, later.
Not yet.
No.
And that's the end of that. I'd best hurry back to Lord Frieza. If I take too long, he'll really lay into me.
So, so wait, hold on. I'm a stickler for certain things. You know this.
Yes.
So, I agree with Frieza upcoming, because if I'm in a fight and I need to defeat someone or kill somebody, why the fuck am I not making sure the body's not there?
That is true.
Why am I just flying away and not doing a spot check?
Yeah, that's not really good. But to be fair, he also wanted to bring Vegeta back because he knows where all the Dragon Balls are at. But that's a bit of a stickler thing that it's a good thing that you pointed out.
Right. So, tad frustrating.
Why did I explode?
That is it up ahead.
So that's where yours lives, huh? On Earth, our old Namek lives in a floating castle.
You have one as well?
Well, he died, but yeah.
This does not bode well.
Dene, Nupka so Kempo Gurus took.
Lato, Chajato Chao Nadev Daka. Vit, Jihar Mao Bond.
You have such a beautiful language.
Do, Vajmal Jatal te Bitmal ho. English.
Real quick, I want to briefly talk about this stuff real quick. So, for my fellow Trekkies out there, you probably understand what they are saying because the Namekian speak in TFS is just very broken Klingon.
Klingon, right.
So, even though it sounds like they're saying what they're saying in Namekian, but if you're a true Trekkie, which thank God I'm not, you understand that they're probably not even saying anything near that. Probably.
It's gibberish.
It's very just gibberish. They're just trying to find an alien language that they can somewhat pronounce that seems relatively like simple for line reading in this series.
Agreed. Oh, yeah, no, before I even hit play again, they did the thing that I talk about. They brought it up. Every time you and I watch a show, or I watch this show, I always say, how come whenever in any cartoon, when you go to outer space, they speak English?
Like they shouldn't know that at all.
They shouldn't know English at all. And I know some of you are going to say, Damian, why are you being so nitpicky about this? It's what I do. Okay, just nitpicking really quick.
Plus, it's part of the show.
They referenced it. Oh, I guess we'll have to speak the universal language, English.
See, in other shows, they will write a reason why everybody can speak English whenever they're like visiting some other foreign country or they're in space. Like Doctor Who does it the best, where they're like, why can I understand them? I don't understand, like they're supposed to be speaking French or some other language. It's like, oh, because you're time traveling with me and the TARDIS translates everything for you. So you don't have to worry about that. That's a decent explanation. But in this situation where it's just like, yeah, they speak an alien language. But they speak the universal language. So we'll also speak it, which is English.
English. But I'm glad that I'm glad that someone finally said something about it because that is a nitpick for me. And if you remember Teen Titans, right? When Starfire came to Earth from on the Cartoon Network team, not Go, fuck Go.
Yes, the
regular
original one,
old Teen Titans.
the good one.
She couldn't speak English. She spoke Tamarinian. And it wasn't until she kissed Robin that she could start speaking English. And if memory serves me correct, didn't they do that in Young Justice as well?
They did that in Young Justice, and they also did that in the Teen Titans movie where they went to Japan.
Correct. So, continuity. Sometimes it matters.
Yes. Don't have a video.
Sorry. Yeah, we don't have the video, but he mentioned Big Green. You want to explain what Big Green is?
Okay, so I have that. Okay, I've never seen the Big Green dub, but what that is in reference to is that before Funimation got their hands on the rights to redub and all the shit for Dragon Ball Z, and I think even before, it's either before or around the same time that the Ocean dub was dubbing these episodes, there was another company, I don't know what they were called, but they dubbed the entire show as well, but it was called the Big Green Dub because the most memorable thing that people remember from that series is whenever they went to Namek and they were talking with Nail or Piccolo, they would always call them Big Green, which is the dumbest nickname ever.
And if you recall, during them also in that dubbing, when they did Tree of Might, Gohan does the whole, it's Big Green. Let that child alone.
Yeah. Not only that, but I think, it was either for that movie as well or
With
the
that
Tree
attitude,
it was either for the Tree of Might movie or World's Strongest. I'm so glad that dub is like deep seated in like a place where people have to dig deep to find it. But Goku's voice actor, oh my god, it was atrocious. Like the best way that I compare it to is like take All Might from My Hero Academia, like big, boisterous, and just like very like outgoing, but just base it a little bit more deeper. That was Big Green Dub's Goku, and it sucked. Like
it was a little proper. Most of the Big Green Dub, as it's been branded, they speak rather properly and sternly, as if you're getting a talking to from a parent, even in normal conversation. So, what was it? Also, the Big Green Dub of I think it was Slug, where everything is called the Kamehameha. Even the Spirit Bomb was called the Kamehameha.
I didn't know that.
Yes, when you get a chance, look up the Big Green Dub. Look up everything is Kamehameha, and you'll see that every beam attack that Goku throws, it doesn't matter if it's the Spirit Bomb, the Kamehameha, or even just a regular energy beam, it's still called the Kamehameha.
I did not know that. The only thing that I remember Goku ever saying in the Big Green Dub is whenever he calls Nimbus, he doesn't shout out Nimbus. He just says, "Come, Magic Cloud."
Yes,
in that
Magic
deep
Cloud.
voice.
I don't think you should be friends with him, Lil Green.
Listen, I don't care where you come from or who you are. I will not put up with such disrespect.
Big Green, get in here.
Oh, good God damn it. What is it, Lord Guru?
I have a bitch of an itch on my left ass cheek.
cheek.
Now, there is an albino Namekian standing behind you. Kill it like the rest.
Actually, sir, I'm from Earth.
Kill it like the rest.
Actually, sir, I think he has business here about those
Real quick,
people
I
attacking
also want to
your
talk
planet.
about that specific joke with Guru. So way before I met you. Whenever I was watching this back in high school.
Mhm.
For those who don't know, before I met Damien, I had a best friend. His name is Brody. We're still semi friends, but we don't talk much. But I introduced him to this show, and we were like waiting for like new episodes of like the Cell Saga to come out. Like that's how long ago this was. But
Yeah.
we kept on watching the Frieza Saga because it was our favorite saga, and of course, Guru was the most quotable one outside of the Ginyu Force. And
Yeah.
that quote, the "kill it like the rest," we quoted each other or to each other that same joke every single time we hung out. Just there's an albino Namekian standing behind you. Kill it like the
Kill it
rest.
like the rest.
Sir, I'm from Earth. Kill it like the rest.
Which leads us to believe that Guru has killed Earthlings on Namek before.
Well, no, it's part of the lore in TFS. It was a part of the Great Drought. There were no humans. There were actual albino Namekians on Namek during the Big Drought.
No, which is fine. But when Nail says, he's from Earth,
Oh, yeah.
kill it like the rest.
Yeah, never mind. Yeah, missed that part. Yeah. He killed Earthlings.
He's killed Earthlings before. Another question. If Vegeta is a Saiyan from planet Vegeta, why does he look like an Earthling?
Okay. I'm just going to throw this out there, even though this was way before Invincible ever came out. But I feel like it's probably in the same vein of just like, well, outside of just Toriyama just being like, I don't want to draw another alien race. I'm just going to draw them and make them look like humans. But I want to say it's kind of in the same, in my head canon, it's kind of in the same vein as Invincible, where Viltrumites, they look like humans. And whenever they go to Earth, you can barely tell the difference between a Viltrumite and a human.
Right.
That's my headcanon. But
okay, that's fine.
In here, I'm pretty sure it's just Toriyama just got lazy and just wanted to make sure that everybody was distinct.
You hit it on the head with Toriyama. Because think about it. In the Dragon Ball universe, on Earth, we have Earthlings, we have animals who are anthropomorphic, we got dinosaurs running the planet. The president apparently is a dog. Or the king is a dog. So melting pot. Toriyama. Melting pot.
Yeah, we came here looking for help. And I see you have a Dragon Ball up there. Well, we're going to make sure that they don't steal it.
And how is that?
I'm going to take it.
Learn your place, Earthling. You have some nerve demanding the Dragon Ball from...
Here, take it.
What?
Just don't steal the TV.
Sir, we have a television.
Nail, gather the rest of the Dragon Balls and wish for a plasma TV.
Lord Guru, that would be a
Priorities,
grievous
Guru.
misuse of their power.
By the way, a plasma TV, kids, was a plasma TV was long before 1080p or 10400p or whatever p we're up to right now. Okay, we were lucky we had 480. Okay.
Powers.
I'm about to misuse my hand upside your head.
So I can just take this and go?
Wait, there is something I must first do.
You don't mean...
Yes, I see something within this young man.
Oh, hey, yo.
Strength yet untapped, power yet unleashed. Now hold still, as I unleash the Valley of Strength hidden deep within. There, I have unlocked your potential.
This has been referenced as to the reason behind this, the need to do the unlocking of the potential.
Mm-hmm.
This was done in order to make sure that both Krillin and later Gohan don't immediately get killed by anybody on Frieza's forces.
Yeah,
because
and
power
it's
levels
a bit,
are bullshit.
Yeah, and to be fair, I see it as a little bit of a cop out, but at the same time, it kind of works because we don't. All we know from Namekians up until this point is that they can make Dragon Balls and they're really good at fighting and they have stretchy limbs. we don't know what the actual like home planet of the Namekians can do. And considering that Guru is a little bit stronger, air quotes around stronger here, than Kami, it does stand a reason why he can do something like this. I'm not a huge fan of it.
Right.
And
Which I
also,
understand.
One other thing, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, Krillin is now the strongest Earthling in the entire series as of this point because of the power boost.
Up to this point.
Yes.
Up to this point, Krillin is because I was just thinking about this debate, man. The who's the strongest Earthling, right? I've never seen. All I'm going to say about it is I'm tired of the Ten Shin Han slander. Okay? Because if we talk about second form Cell, did any of Krillin's attacks hold him back or hurt him? No. If we're talking the Majin Buu arc, did any of Krillin's attacks hurt Majin Buu? Canon, because I know in the other world that's filler and he hits him with the Kenzan. But the Kikoho, Tien hits him, hits Buu with it and hurts him. So the whole Krillin's the strongest Earthling is bullshit. But up till now, this exact moment, we don't even know if he's the strongest Earthling. Maybe he's on the level of Ten Shin Han right now. We don't know because Tien's dead. But if we go by Dragon Ball lore, original OG Dragon Ball, Tien is stronger than Krillin and admittedly trains harder than Krillin. Has more musculature than Krillin.
Yeah.
So power levels are bullshit.
Yep.
Feel that different.
It wasn't that much.
Huh.
Oh.
So this is my full potential?
Yes.
Then it's
all downhill from here.
Hill from
like
here.
Yamcha.
I do not know what this Yamcha is, but it sounds disappointing.
But we can agree
Yeah.
the weakest human character of the main cast
Well, not
is our
okay.
man Yamcha.
He's not the weakest, but he's the one that gets dogged on the most. Absolutely.
He is the weakest human Z member.
There. Weakest Z
Yes,
member,
if
yes.
we're going to be-
Weakest-
if-
if we're going to be technical about this shit.
And again, to prove the point, they didn't even bring him in the tournament of power. They took Roshi.
That's how you know you are the worst character that everybody does not like and just loves to point and laugh at. Whenever you get replaced by an old man who can
Agreed.
still whoop more ass than you.
Yes. Well, look at Resurrection F. Freeze the soldiers. You see Yamcha anywhere? No. Who's there? Roshi in his swole form.
Not only that, but you know who else is there? Ten Shin Han.
Ten Shin Han. You know who's a punk ass bitch that first half of Dragon Ball Super? Krillin.
Absolutely.
Yep. Ah.
Well, I'd better get this Dragon Ball back to Gohan. Once we find them all, we can wish back our old Namekian.
Wait, you said that you were from Earth, correct?
Yeah?
So, the son of Katat has passed. Unfortunate.
We just called him Kami.
Oh, so he calls himself God. Pretentious prick. Nail,
What?
I shall henceforth be known as Super Kami.
Yes, Super Kami.
No, wait.
Super Kami.
Super Kami Guru.
Can I just call you Guru for short?
Super Kami Guru allows this.
Well, I'd better hurry up. See you later, Little Green. And thanks for the Dragon Ball.
So, more Dragon Ball lore. The son of Katat, that actually is Piccolo's father's name, which
See,
is
that's more-
confirmed in Daima.
See, that's more lore that I am upset that I didn't know up until now. This is why I need to watch Daima.
In Daima, the old Namek, I forget the old Namekians, Neva mentions to Piccolo that he's the son of Kata. So, and Neva apparently is one of the oldest Namekians ever, but he's the only Namekian in the demon world. And these are spoilers for Daima, sorry y'all. But confirmed, that is indeed Kami/Piccolo's father, even though they produce asexually.
Yeah. So for the people who, it's very rarely that I ever hear any slander about TFS, but to the people who do slander TFS saying that they don't know their shit, this is proof. 15 years ago, they still knew Piccolo's dad's name.
And I have to double check if that was the case back then, 15 years ago, or in the original Dragon Ball. Because I'm like, well, wait a minute. If that was confirmed in the original Dragon Ball Z, that's one thing. But if it's only been confirmed in Daima because TFS came up with it, that would be interesting.
That would be very interesting. But I doubt that would be the case.
I doubt it, but it would still be interesting nonetheless.
Now, prepare to retrieve the Dragon Ball and the body.
Lord Frieza, the dirty deed has been done.
Ah, very good. It's nice to see there's still somebody I can rely on.
Oh, he barely put up a fight after I transformed. Now that he's dead, we have very little left to worry about.
Zarbon, about an hour ago, a scout informed me that an entire village was completely destroyed. Do you possibly know who could have done that?
Vegeta?
And, unlike all the villages we've visited so far, there was no Dragon Ball there. Do you know who could have possibly taken it?
Vegeta.
Very good. Now, use your brain for this one, Zarbon. If somebody were to know where that Dragon Ball was, who would it be?
Vegeta.
Vegeta, yes.
Yes, Vegeta.
And you said you killed him?
Wait, sir, it is possible I just left him unconscious.
Oh, good.
Even worse.
And where did you leave him?
At the bottom of a lake.
Minion 43, would you come in here for a second? I need an example.
Private Nemo reporting. An example of what, Lord Frieza?
The fuck?
You see that, Zarbon? That's you if Vegeta is not in front of me in the next 10 minutes. Bye.
Did they not have a stinger for that one?
Throwback to original. No, because they ran out of space.
Damn.
Remember, 10-minute warning back then.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call it actually since it's 11:30. I didn't even realize the time.
Yeah.
It is 11:30
We
at night,
spent
y'all.
a lot
So
of time yapping.
we are going to, yeah, which is the whole point. You know, we watch some of the cartoon, we converse, we debate, watch the cartoon again. That is the beauty of being able to do a show with a co-host. So we will try. I'll let Hoekage know at some point this week if I have time to go if I have time to do another episode. But in case you missed it, for everyone who's going to watch the the replay on YouTube, once we're done with TFS, which is the rest of this saga, as well as the Android saga and the movies, from here on in, the retro cartoon rewatch will be dedicated to that specifically. The reason being is that I am ending the show, or at least putting it on long-term hiatus when we are done, unless there is a paid request made. And if you have a request you want to make, please reach out to me on Damien G Show on Instagram or on X. It's been 3.5 years. I've enjoyed it, but it's time to focus on other things. So when we're done with TFS, unless there's a request, I will be putting the show on long-term hiatus. But The good news is we still have about 30 more episodes to go, 40 more episodes to go minimum. No, wait, 60, 50, 40. About 45 episodes to go. So we got some time.
We
got
got
some
those. We got the movies. We also got a few like mini series.
We could do Kai, the Kai Abridged 1 and
Yeah.
2 and 3 and 2.9. But yeah, no, that will be what this show now consists of. Again, unless someone has a request of another cartoon, but I don't know when we're going to finish it. Hopefully, by the time the year's over, we'll finish it. If I'm still breathing, you never know. But other than that, hopefully the next time we can come on would be maybe Thursday night. I'll be home doing other podcast work, so I'll already be here. So might as well just slip into it. If you want more reviews or entertainment, please go over to Big Gold Belt Media, who I work with and partner with. A couple of my reviews have been put up that have been in the can for a while, mostly on Adult Swim cartoons. The OMG and the YOLO reviews are up on the channel, and I have a couple of other reviews up on the channel. Just got done doing the Invincible recaps, the episode recaps there with my team there of Cam and Stevie. And if you're an Invincible fan, I'll say this. Bullet points. Mark's a whiny bitch, even though he grew this season. I can't stand Oliver. I wish he would have died. And I'll leave it at that. Anything you want to say, Hoekage, before we log off?
I mean, I don't have much to say other than I'm thoroughly enjoying this series with you. I am sad to see it eventually end later down the road, but I will enjoy every single second, every single moment of this series. And when it inevitably does come to a close, I hope that, like you said earlier in the episode, I hope that maybe I can take the reins and maybe I can do my own thing, kind of carry the torch, and maybe some people will enjoy it. I know I will definitely enjoy it because I like to yap a lot and just talk about nerd shit.
Yeah.
So, I mean, other than that, it's just been fun doing this shit with you, man.
Appreciate it. And yes, if those at the beginning I did mention, more than likely I would give the reins over to Hoekage and behind the curtain look here. He wants to get into broadcasting, and I'm going to help him do it. So if I can get paid to do this gig, then I can help him get paid to do this gig. Little monies here's and there's. And for those that don't know, and I don't like talking about it because it sounds very blowhardy, but I am a former radio host in New York as well as here in DFW. So I have experience with this, and I've been doing this kind of work long before everybody and their mother had a podcast. So it would be my honor to help Hoekage grow in this field, in this space. But I will gladly sign over the reins to him once we're done if I prove that I just don't have the bandwidth for it. I'll do nerd stuff. Like if there's breaking news, I won't mind jumping on here and talking with Hoekage. Or if there's like a story that we want to discuss, we'll just do a show. We'll just do show. But the rewatch, it ends after TFS, DBZA. But like I said, find me on social media, Damien G Show across the board. I know you're not on social media that much, Hoekage, but where can people find you?
If you really do want to follow me, the only socials that I really have is just Instagram at Shane_Bendy_straw. I keep mentioning this every single time.
Yes.
That account name is because I have that name because it's an inside joke with one of my old friends. Don't ask why.
Just FYI, you're going to have to change the name once we sign over the rights to the show. You're going.
Oh yeah, I have no doubt. I'm getting tired of that name, anyways.
Yeah. Rule number 1 in broadcasting: make everything the same so it's easy to find you.
Yeah.
So that's why Damien G Show has been my tag for the last decade, even though I'm not using it as much anymore because of my other jobs. But yeah, if you have a request, feel free. If you want to send an email to the show, go do so at Damien G Show rewatch@gmail.com. I don't only do this, I also do other things aside from working with Big Gold Belt. I am a paid personal development coach, former therapist, using therapeutic modalities as I help people navigate hardships through life. But neither here nor there. Thank y'all so much. I will see you guys hopefully on Thursday. And if not, we'll try to do an impromptu show at some point in the next week. So remember, kids, just because you have an intellectual property does not mean you need to make it into something more than what it was, i.e., a lot of cartoons we watch. Why are they made? Toys. Toys. Like the Funko Pops behind Hoekage. We will see you next time on the Rewatch.